Each side, whether it's made to order or ready to wear, they have their advantages and disadvantages. It's not up to you as a business owner to decide, okay, what works for me. What's up, Kadivas, and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a Q&A where I answer all of your juicy questions that you sent to me on YouTube and on Instagram. These questions range from fashion, business, YouTube, and I'm just going to get right into it. But if this is your first time seeing me, hi, my name is Priscilla. I'm an Nigerian women's wear designer based in the UK and Ireland. On Kim Dave, we talk all things fashion, design, and recently fashion tech. So if you'd like to find out the answers to these questions, make sure to keep on watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe and join the Kadivas fam if you haven't already. And with that out of the way, let's jump straight into the video. The first question I have here is from Flora Tad Designs, and she's asking, are you working on the bridal collection? Yes. This is the collection that by the time this video goes up, it should be live. It's a really small capsule collection of 3 looks. 2 I actually wore for my wedding in 2021. One I made more recently. So I just wanted to create a campaign showing what I was capable of doing in terms of bridal fashion. It's going to be aimed at brides that want, simple, elegant, timeless bridal dresses. I'm going to leave a link down below. If you are a bride looking to make your dress and you wanted us to work together, you can book, you can send an email and we could book a consultation and get the ball rolling. Please leave at least 3 months with bridal wear, even though a lot of the projects I plan to take on, I would go more towards the modern, elegant, sophisticated route. So if that's the design that you have in mind and you want to work together, get in touch. I'm going to leave my email down below so we could possibly work together in the future. The next question is from Chinwe12_ and says, do you think you'll continue with digital fashion for your brand? Yes, I will. I got the Clo subscription. If you haven't seen that video already, I'm going to link it on the screen, where I basically shared my experience of using Clo 3D for the first time. And I think technology and fashion are going to get even more and more combined, intertwined. Yes, I will keep using digital fashion for my brand. I'm actually working on a new project, and it's funny because when I had the chat with the manufacturer, they're just like, oh, are you conversant with Chloe? And I was like, my brain was like, I mean, yes, I am. They only know like 5% of it. It just goes to show that it's something that is quite popular and it's a skill that is in high demand. So even if you don't want to use it for your brand, you can create 3D models for other fashion brands, whether it is the pattern, the 3D garment, the walking rendering, all those things I was seeing on social media that just look so exciting for fashion. Yes, I plan to keep using it for my brand. I'll most likely keep sharing like tutorials on like how to use the different tools, different projects I work on the channel. So if you would like to see that, give this video a thumbs up so I know you guys are excited for fashion tech as much as I am. It's from Ntobi Sews, and it says, what advice would you give to a person wanting to start PDF sewing pattern business? Which is the best place to sell patterns or handmade products? And then there's a follow-up question to that, which is it possible to grow a successful clothing brand in 2025? I'm just going to take them one by one. Advice to someone wanting to start selling PDF sewing patterns, I actually think is an amazing product idea, because the good thing with like PDF or digital patterns is once you've done it really well and you put it out there, there's not a lot required from you to keep it running. It kind of just sells itself. It will ship automatically to the customer. Maybe every now and again you might need to go and check that all the links are still working, collect reviews, promote it on social media, but there's not a lot of fulfillment required. You don't have to hold any stock. So I think it's amazing. It's brilliant. Do it. Don't waste time. Even though it might feel like there's a lot of people doing PDF sewing patterns, still go ahead and do it. Yours would be unique to everyone else's because you are the one creating it. You might bring on a design or a detail that only you would think about. So don't doubt yourself. Go ahead and do it. In terms of where you can sell it, a lot of online websites actually have the ability to add digital files to their products. I know Shopify has that feature. I know you can sell on Etsy if you wanted. I don't know much about other platforms like Squarespace and Equid and Seller, but a lot of websites have the ability to add a digital file, which would be your PDF file for your PDF sewing pattern. So when the person places the order on the website, it goes directly to their inbox, directly to their email address. Is it possible to grow successfully in 2025? Yes, it is possible. It's just a lot more competitive compared to, I don't know, 10 years ago, because there are way more brands, there are way more businesses, and these businesses are really investing in their products, in their marketing, in their imagery, in like working with influencers, or like making their website really nice and clean. So you just have to put in the efforts if you want to grow your clothing brand. You have to create amazing products, have excellent customer experience. But yes, it is possible. It's just a lot more competitive, and you just have to be ready to just putting a little bit more work for your business to actually stand out in 2025. Next question is from Prudence Peters, and this person is asking, please share your YouTube growth story with us. YouTube, I think I'm at a point where my YouTube channel has just become a place where I can just come and share things I'm excited about. I've gone from sharing how to dye my hair, to makeup, to make my hair, to thrifting, to what I've gone from many different niches, and at some point I decided on sewing or DIY fashion around 2018, 2019. That's when Kim Dave really took off, because there were not a lot of people making sewing content at that point. So I really enjoyed showing how to make patterns, how to make garments, sharing my mistakes, and that, I would say, is the foundation of what Kim Dave is, basically sharing the technical or the really like in-depth part or process of creating garments. It has been a journey that has had ups and downs, but I'm very fortunate that I found my niche when I found it, because there were not a lot of people doing what I was doing at that time. Now fast forward to 2025, there are lots of more sewing channels, there are lots of more people doing DIY content, sewing patterns, fashion and design, which honestly I'm really happy about, because it just means that more people are becoming more educated about what really goes into making a garment. But with that comes the competitive edge. So I'm at a point where I'm just sharing what I enjoy, and if you're happy as a content creator, if you're excited as a content creator, it shows in your content. So I have grown to a point where I'm so thankful I have a community that really cheers me on, that is always open to the ideas and the products that I offer to them. My platform has become a place where you can come, learn, share, even correct me if I do something and I'm not exactly right. Why not? We're here to learn together. It's a two-way relationship. So I'm thankful for platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, because it has allowed me to reach people all around the world, share the information of garment creation, and also now come to the point where I'm not like, what else can I do still in the fashion space? And this year, if I'm being really honest, it's like apps, software, technology, and how to incorporate that into the process of fashion design. Yes, YouTube is tough to grow on. Yes, it has become way more competitive, especially in the fashion design or sewing space, but if you're excited about what you're creating, if you're bringing real value to the table and you are doing creating quality content, like good video quality, good sound quality, you looking, presentable and put together, honestly, it's only a matter of time before you grow your community of people who are excited for what you are creating and who would go along with you on this journey of creating content on YouTube. It's funny because the next question is like a follow-up to the previous one, and this is from Yvonne Winifred, and she's asking, hello Kim, how are you? I'm fine. I'm good. How are you? I hope you're good as well. Mine is, how and what do you think and feel about fashion YouTube channels now? Any advice to anyone in it now, especially long-term success tips? Thanks so much. Looking forward to the video. Ooh. If you want to grow your channels, especially in the fashion niche or fashion design niche, and you want long-term success, you have to really look for something that would make your channel stand out. Maybe it's your personality, maybe it's your editing style, maybe it's a specific part of fashion that you will be known for, because you have to be known for something. I think that's what I've come to discover with time, is everybody can make the same shirt, but there is a way you make your shirt tutorial that would make somebody else stop and be like, oh, I actually like the way she or he has made their tutorial. I would subscribe, I would follow on their journey, and I would rather use their tutorial over everyone else's. So yes, it is possible to grow long term and build a business based on YouTube long term, but have a think about what makes your channel, what makes your product, what makes your content unique, and will make you stand out from the crowd, because is what would make you really last long term. Yes, the other things are important, like, staying up to date with all of the changes on platforms in terms of like how people consume content, in terms of, the quality of your video, quality of your sound, doing proper research. But what makes you stand out? Like, I did not know this for a long time, but I've come to realize that for me, I might not be the most knowledgeable person in the room, but I'm able to empower and inspire people with the content I create. I think that's the gifts that I realize that God has given me, and I've just found peace with that. So if I'm creating, empowering someone through the content I'm making, through the workshops I'm curating, through the products I'm creating, or just by me existing online, there's somebody that will see me, watch my video and be like, you know what? I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to stand up from this mistake. I'm going to stand up from this fall and continue going. That is one of the things that I think makes Kim Dave stand out. So have a think about what makes you stand out. It might be something really small, it might be something really big, and really fine tune that, because that is what you will become known for. There's a question here from Linda Min Interiors, and there are three parts to this question. The first one is, where can you get labels and price tags for your finished garments? I've done a dedicated video for this, but off the top of my head, for labels, so like brand labels or care labels, there is a website called Wonder Labels. I think it's .com or .co.uk, but basically Wonder Labels. On there, you can get like custom brand labels, care labels, which basically tells the customer how to care for the garment and the composition of your garments in terms of fiber. Wonder Labels is amazing. Contrado is also quite great for this. Those two websites I know off the top of my head in terms of getting labels for your brand. You can also get price tags or swing tags from Wonder Label as well. This you can customize with your brand on brand name. You could add where things were made, so it just makes a more premium packaging and unboxing experience for your brand as well as for the customer. The second part of the question is, where can we get a UK size chart for blouse, skirts and trousers? See, size chart is the one. I get so many questions about size charts all the time. My dear, I think with UK size charts, you could either make one for yourself, and I've done a video about how you can create like a size chart for your business, or you could research what your competitor businesses who do similar style to you can find out what sizes they make, and also see what their size chart looks like, and create a size chart that is inspired by 2 to 3 of these different brands. Basically, you add up the numbers and divide it by 2. If it's 2 brands you're working with, add up the number divided by 3, so you get an average in terms of the different sizes. But with ready to wear pieces, you will never ever be able to make a garment that fits everybody perfectly, but providing a size chart just gives the customer more information before they make that decision to shop from your brand. It also guides you as a creator when you're creating multiple sizes, so you know, the size small should be this measurement of the bust, the waist, the hip. So it guides you as the business owner. It also guides the consumer to make their purchase when they are shopping from your brand. Advice on how to get started. Do you get started with making clothes? I'm guessing. Do you make clothes beforehand or make after someone orders? Kindly elaborate. I've gone both routes in terms of like making handmade, made to order in-house, and also producing in small quantities and then shipping, so having the product already made. I think it's just it boils down to how much capital do you have. If you have a lot of capital just ready to invest into your business and you don't have the time to make all the pieces yourself, it is not a bad idea to have pieces already made to sell. Just be sure that you make or work with a manufacturer that has good production quality, good quality control, so when you receive those products back, every single one of them is actually sellable. There's nothing worse than you paying for garments to be produced, you receiving them and discovering that the stitches that they've used are not good, or the finishing is not very nice, or there's loose threads everywhere. So yes, it's a time-saving route for you as the business owner if you have things already made. So when someone orders, you ship it off to them. That is one route that you could explore. There are pros and cons in that area, in that line of thought. If you want to do things that way, pro in terms of you don't have to make things for yourself. You can focus on marketing and other things that you want to do for your brand. Con in the terms of at the end of the season, you might end up with sizes that did not sell, or you might end up selling things at a loss because maybe the design wasn't as popular. So you just have to weigh out the pros and the cons and pick what works for you as a business. Whereas with the made to order model, where you wait till someone orders on your shop and then that is when you make and ship things, that one you're really able to control the quality of the finish of your garment, but it is very difficult to scale. If you get 10 orders coming and you're the only one making that garment and you've promised people that you can fulfill those orders in 2 to 3 days, you are going to be working a lot, pushing yourself to get those orders out, and sometimes to a point where you now start making mistakes on your customers' garments. So each side, whether it's made to order or ready to wear, they have their advantages and disadvantages. It's not up to you as a business owner to decide, okay, what works for me, what can I control, what would also work with the customer in the sense of fulfilling orders on time, and I'm making products with good quality, good materials. Honestly, my dear, you just have to really pick one and go with that. I've gone both routes, and I'm at the point where I just want to focus more on my bridal pieces. And even if I'm going to do a collection, I'm not going to do like multiple pieces. I think I'm just going to do the one garment and focus on making and selling that. So that's where I am right now as a brand and as a business. This beautiful dress, how to make, I believe it was a picture that I had above this post on YouTube, and it was a black and white jumpsuit. I have a tutorial for that. I basically shared how to make the pattern, how to cut and stitch the jumpsuit. So yes, there's a tutorial already. I'm going to link it down below, or you can simply search on the channel. It's a fairly recent project. I think I made it less than 6 months ago, so it's already there. So if you want to make it for yourself, you can follow this tutorial and create it as well. The next question here is, and the question says, yes, thank you, Queen, for keeping me going. You're welcome. You're one of the reasons that I have a job and I'm able to share skills with many people. Love you, Kim Dave. Oh, thank you. That's such a sweet comment. And it's not even a question, it's more like a compliment at this point. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it very much. I'm thankful that the work I do is able to inspire, motivate, and ginger you and ginger a lot more people around the world to share and to create and to make like an income for themselves as well. Oh, that's so sweet. So the final question is from Dynamic Meg, and it says, how do you get motivated to preserve in business when things are still tough? How do you stay focused on building your brand with so many other fashion businesses that seem more successful everywhere? Ooh. This is such a loaded question because there's a practical side and there's also the emotional and psychological side to how I could possibly address this. But one way I've come to find peace with myself and with my business, especially since becoming a mom, is there will always be someone who is more beautiful, more successful, has more money, has a more booming brand, has more customers, has more collaborations, has more views. There will always be someone who seems to be doing better than you. And if you don't come to really accept and celebrate and embrace yourself, your wins, your struggles, your falls, if you don't come to really embrace yourself wholly and truly and focus on your path, you will struggle to compare yourself with what everyone else is doing, whether it's in business or in life. It is something that will never go away. And even if you become more successful, there will always be someone who seems to be doing even better. Like, that's just the way life works. So embrace your journey and your path as your own and focus on your lane. My brothers used to say this thing growing up. They'll say, "Stay in your lane," which basically means stay on your journey, stay on your path, because you are where you are for a reason. It might be because maybe you've not really pushed yourself out of your comfort zone. Maybe because you've not really challenged yourself to try something new. Maybe because you've just been doing the same thing over and over again and you've not really come back. You've not really stepped back to think, how can I make this better? How can I grow as a person or as a business? That might be a reason why. Or it might just be that in that current season when you are still yet to learn something about yourself, or about your business that would not take you to the next stage or the next journey or the next path that you are to embark on. So I try not to really dwell much on now wow, I started this channel almost 10 years ago. Why have I not hit this number? Or why am I not making this many views? Or why am I not making this much money? I'll just say, and I don't feel this optimistic every day, but right now there will always be someone who does better. There will always be someone who is more successful. So I just choose to find peace in the fact that I am where I am meant to be, and God will open my eyes to the lessons I'm meant to learn in this current season that will not take me to the next season of my life. You are where you are because where you are meant to go, you are not ready, maybe emotionally or spiritually or psychologically, to get there. Because imagine if your business now goes to the point where you're getting a certain amount of orders, or you are getting a certain amount of traction. If you're not ready mentally to handle that, you will actually struggle if you get that level of success at a place where you're not ready to manage that level of success. I don't know if that makes sense. So I try not to dwell on, wow, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. I say, okay, what can I do where I am right now? What can I improve? How can I challenge myself? How can I grow? I choose to focus on that rather than on the things that are outside of my control, or on what everyone else is doing, or how much everyone else is making, or how much everyone else is succeeding, because that's just how life is. So I hope that helps. I hope that inspired you one way or the other, and I hope you've enjoyed this Q&A. I actually like doing videos like this every now and again to kind of connect with you guys, because we're a community, and if I feel disconnected, it means I'm maybe not listening enough, I'm not responding to your comments enough, and I don't really know what you want. So the connection needs to be there for our community to understand each other and grow and thrive together. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave any further comments or questions you might have in the comment section down below. And if there's a question I answered in this video that you guys would like a more in-depth video about, like a dedicated video, let me know as well, and we could possibly make that happen. But until next time, have a good morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are. Bye.